Back so soon? I knew you would not falter. Again, you face me.
Hand of Fate is one of the most interesting blend of game genres I've come across this year. It's a mix of deck builder, action RPG and old-fashioned text adventure, and bizarrely the combination works. It's an enjoyable game both to play and watch, which has definitely earned it a place in my top games list for the year. Assassin's Creed Rogue was released for last-gen consoles back in 2014, but the PC version with enhanced graphics didn't release until this year. As a game, it's more fun to play than Syndicate, but not as good in my opinion as Black Flag. I just think that Edward Kenway is a more interesting main character than Shay, but the game is still good enough to net itself a place in my list. Ori, my current all-time favourite indie game to date. The visuals and music are just so beautiful, and the story just melts my heart. You can really see the effort and devotion that the developers invested in this game. It's just so polished from start to finish. It's never crashed on me once, and I've never come across a single bug or graphics glitch. This is just about as near to perfection as I've ever seen in a game. Bloodborne is made by the same developer as the Dark Souls games, and would you ever know it too? Like the Dark Souls games, my relationship with Bloodborne is very much love and hate. The difficulty level is high, very high, with little room for error, but I love the way that forces me to up my game. It can get a little frustrating, however, in places where I struggle to do so. But it is a great game, and masochists or those who love a challenge will really enjoy it. Pillars of Eternity is a real-time strategy role-playing game. It was crowd-funded by a Kickstarter campaign, though by the quality and the polish of the game you'd hardly know it. The game makes character customization an art, and with a massive list of choices available. There's a lot of reading, with the story predominantly being told in text-based format, but the important bits are voice-acted. The gameplay can be demanding, and it's one of those games where you really do need to pay attention. Dark Souls 2 originally launched on last-gen consoles with a PC port. This is the re-released version with enhanced graphics and new enemy locations. It includes all 3 of the DLC expansions, which I think are the best parts of the game, and certainly have the most impressive graphics. Like Bloodborne, you're in for a challenge with this game, but I just find that makes succeeding all the more satisfying. Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt pretty much single-handedly stole all my free time over the summer this year. The game is massive and has really beautiful environments. It also has a great storyline and a nice variety of quests. Unlike most RPGs, I never felt like I was grinding in this game, as all the quests seem to have purpose and are woven cleverly into the main storyline. I also really love Geralt, and he looks great in leather. Metal Gear Solid 5 is another game which has stolen vast amounts of my free time this year. I clocked up well over 100 hours. I just love the freedom of being able to complete missions however you want. From sneaking to blasting your way through to sniping. The graphics are also exceptional, and it's ridiculously well optimised to the point that I'm still convinced there's some sort of serious wizardry involved. Dragon Age Inquisition Trespasser DLC I think represents the best the game has to offer, both in terms of storyline and graphics. The environments in this section's DLC just scream character and atmosphere, and do part of the job of telling the backstory without the need for reading reams of material. But it's still there if you want it. It brings the game to a satisfying conclusion, and sets up for the next game.
Thrice you've responded with silence, and yet I write again. So desperate my need, so few my options. I need you.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate may not be the most fun of the Assassin's Creed games to play, mainly due to the repetitious gameplay, but the graphics and attention to detail are stunning. I never expected to be able to sit in Green Park and watch the gardeners weed the flower beds, or stand on the roof of Buckingham Palace and watch the chimney sweeps cleaning the chimneys, and for that, I think the game deserves respect.
Oh my god! Hold on!
Fallout 4 is a game that is immense in scale in terms of world size, crafting options and volume of quests. I really like the faction system, that through choosing your allegiance you can shape the ruined world into what you see fit. The graphics could be better and the quests could have more variety to them, but nevertheless this game certainly deserves a place in my list. Well, here's the 2015 and here's the 2016. May we all have a good one filled with excellent games.